What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. We are back again. It is Wednesday, the 10th of July, 2024. And you know what time it is Edu Gaspar Daily. That's exactly what it is. We're going to be looking at all the news surrounding Arsenal Football Club right now because, you know, we're not active, are we? Yeah. What's going on with this football club? What's going on with Edu? Is Edu awake? Is he awake or is he falling back to sleep? I thought he was awake the other day. I thought he actually woke up from that coma. Clearly not. The guy's falling back to sleep. He's putting 50 grand bids on the table. He's focused on 50 grand bids. Yeah. What's going on with Calafiori? Where is this guy? Is Calafiori not joining us? What's going on? Interesting times for Arsenal Football Club, ladies and gentlemen, because as we do know, the pressure is on and they need to deliver. This is the summer where Edu needs to deliver. This is the summer or the season where Arteta needs to deliver. And by the looks of things, they are moving slower than a snail right now. And like I said, we're getting rejected for 50 grand bids, 50K bids. Edu is out there trying to put together 50K bids for some 30-year-old Dan Bentley. Yes, that's what we're doing. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to go into battle with Chelsea. I thought we weren't in tug of wars. We weren't doing bidding wars. We're apparently being linked with this Adeyemi. And we're apparently going to battle Chelsea for the player. Okay. Okay. We've got Nketiah to Marseille. That's probably the most compelling bit of news we have on today's stream, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure we hit the like button. Do subscribe to the channel. All of that. Much appreciate every single one of you in the building. Make sure you subscribe to the Wax Unfiltered channel. That channel is going crazy. Absolutely crazy. Over 300,000 views in less than 48 hours. Oh, wow. Yeah, big up the gang, big up the community that we're building over there, man. A whole new community. It's interesting, man. Overwhelmed by the amount of messages and comments we're getting on those videos as well. Like over 600, 700 comments per video. It's crazy. But we're making it happen, guys. Big up all the people in the building. We've got Brad. We've got Mr. Rixa. We've got Russell in the building. We've got my guy Ashley Pope in the building. We've got Sergio as well. I see John. I see Boss Boobler there. I see you, man, sitting there with your cup of tea or your cup of coffee, whatever you're sipping on. As we do know, we've got the coffee gang settings over here. A lovely bit of Alta Rica. If anyone knows Alta Rica, Nescafe Alta Rica. I've actually fell in love with this coffee ever since I purchased it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Big up my guy JT in the building as well. Big up KV. Proud of you, Wax. Keep grinding. Big you up, KV. Nothing but love and respect, broski, man. Big up all the community, man. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be out here doing this stuff. So, yeah, much appreciate that. You get me? Coffee in the Zoot settings. Big up Isaac. Come on. Big up all the guys in Uganda. So we've got a lot to actually talk about. There's other teams out here active, getting deals done, you know, but people tell me, well, Wax, who's active? Who's active, Wax? Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to let you know, mate. I'm all up for letting you know, mate. Yeah. So we're gonna talk various different football clubs at this moment in time. Make sure we are hitting up the like button. Can we get over 100 likes on this video, please? Can we get over 100 likes? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're going to be talking about Nuno Tavares as well. There's a bid that has been launched by Lazio for Nuno Tavares. That's interesting. We're not going to get an ROI on that one. You know, I've been scrutinizing these sales for ROIs, you know, to see how competent Edu is. Can Edu really get deals done and make profit off the players that you're purchasing and the players that we already have? We've seen some crazy figures get put on some of these dons. You know, it's a bit delusional. I mean, not a bit, it's very delusional, but it is what it is. Let's see if Edu can cook up these fees, cook up this money. You know what I mean? Where should we start, man? We've got Joe Bellingham. He snubbed a lucrative Premier League move to stay at Sunderland, according to Fabrizio Romano. This is extremely interesting. Joe Bellingham, you know, you would have assumed he would have followed in his brother's footsteps, gone to a bigger club, made it happen. But he wants to stay at Sunderland. According to what's being said, is that he believes in the project. The project that's being sold to him is a really ambitious project. That's the word that's been used to describe this one, an ambitious project. So clearly Sunderland are trying to get themselves back in the Premier League. They want to build for the future. They want, you know, Joe Bellingham to be, you know, their star player. They build around that. So it's interesting to see what happens there. But he's rejected moves. I think who was interested in Joe Bellingham? There was a number of teams. West Ham, pretty sure Everton and them teams were all interested. Even some of the top teams, Liverpool were looking at him, I'm sure. You know, how can you not look at Joe Bellingham? It doesn't make any sense. How do you have, Jude Bellingham's younger brother available and you're not looking at him? Don't make no sense. No diddy thing. Big up Thomas Muller. Finally decided to retire from German football, the German national team. Sorry, about time. I feel like Thomas Muller's a reincarnated guy, bro. He's been here for years. This keeps reincarnating. I swear to you, bro. He has been here for years. What else we got going on here? Marseille exploring. Yes, we're going to talk about Nketiah. We're going to talk about Nketiah. Raw. Wow, wow, wow. Man like Mo Salah cut off his whole hair, boy. Interesting. Wow, I didn't think that would ever be the case. I thought he would always keep his hair, boy. Man cut off his hair. He looks so different. Big up H12. Big up my guy Glenn. Big up the guys that are joining. Big up Simon. Is Yamal the new Pele? Hey, listen, Yamal, the football on display yesterday by Spain, incredible. How have we not touched on that yet? Yamal, incredible. I've never seen it. I was telling the guys in the WhatsApp group yesterday, listen, what Yamal's doing at 16 years old, the last time we would have ever seen that happen would have been Messi. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a player so young, playing like a mature senior player and just literally technically out of this world. Like, out of this world, bro. And by the time Yamal's 19, 20, he probably will be that guy, literally that guy, the main guy on the planet. And he's around other young gems as well, Pedri, Javi, all of these dons that they've got over Barcelona. Crazy. But Nico Williams, another one that was that's had a fantastic campaign at the Euros. Arsenal still obviously interested. Not too sure how serious it is. According to the latest, he wants to go to Barcelona or he wants to stay in Spain. I mean, you would only presume with Mikel Arteta as your manager, Spanish X, Y, and Z, it should be easy to get a Nico Williams over the line. What's good, big bro? Yeah, big you up, my guy. Big up Wills. He says, what about Mbappe at Monaco in his teens? I mean, you got a point. You do have a point. I remember the first time I watched Mbappe, he was 17 years old and he looked phenomenal. I mean, Yamal's 16, so I can't even tell you what Mbappe was doing at 16. But Yamal is at a next level, and I think this is the closest kind of player that is, at Messi level from an early age. And obviously Mbappe's in that conversation. But, you're looking at the Euros. You look at the Euros as an example, and Mbappe was so underwhelming. I know he broke his nose and he was wearing a mask and so on and so forth. But, bro, he was so embarrassing. We were calling him out. In the WhatsApp group. He was cooking in the UCL. Big up my guy Amin, absolutely. But, yesterday and in this campaign at the Euros, he just hasn't been that player, man. And I don't just blame Mbappe. I think I blame the manager. I think Deschamps, even though they got to, the semi-finals, pick up my guy William Saliba. Yeah, because, when you got William Saliba at the back, it's pretty hard to not get to a semi-final or win. You know what I mean? Like, get there or thereabouts. Like, you don't have a centre-back like that and get knocked out in the first round or knocked out in the quarterfinals. It makes no sense, bro. And William Saliba said it. Listen, we're doing semi-finals at a bare minimum. He meant it, bro. He meant it. But unfortunately, France got themselves knocked out. I just don't think Deschamps' football is the greatest. And I don't think it works for Mbappe. I don't think it works for a number of their players. Very pragmatic, slow in the build-up. It's just not the football I would expect a manager to play with the type of players he's got there. But they've done a decent enough job to get to the semi-finals. But Spain a better team, and the football on display at Spain is crazy. Oh man, Yamal made Rabiot turn off his Insta comments. Oh, that is crazy. I actually see that. I see someone talking about that on Twitter. That's actually crazy. As I qualify these players are, man. But yeah, Spain, it does look like they're favourites for this Euros. England tonight against Netherlands. That's going to be an interesting one. I've got a feeling that we're going to see Xavi Simons turn up and embarrass us, bruv. Like, he's been on fire this Euros as well. Them way there. So Looking forward to it, man. Let me know where you're watching the game today. Anyway, I'm seeing. I don't know where I'm going to be watching it. I'll probably watch it at home, man. I know the Mandem usually have a Mandem gathering for the England game, so we'll see. We'll see what's going on over there. But yeah, man, make sure we are hitting the like button, do subscribe, all of that, all of that, all of that. It's much appreciated. Every single real one in the building. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So yeah, big up Ghost in the building as well. Tope, Budget, P White. I see ya. I see ya. Nothing but love and respect, guys. All right, cool. So this is a mad one, man. Mo Salah cut his hair off, surprisingly. Giving greetings to the new manager there at Liverpool. I wonder how they're going to get on this season. Is Arne Slot or Arnie Slot? Is he going to be able to, make it happen with those guys? Where are we? Okay, let's see what else is going on over here. Chelsea, I've just loaned out one of their young players, Mark Gahey, whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. He's gone on loan to Seville, it does look like. Aston Villa and Chelsea are ahead of 3 Premier League clubs when it comes to signing the player Maximilian Bayer, or whatever his name is, over in the German league. Manchester United, Liverpool, and Brighton are also looking at the player. Ipswich have reached an agreement to sign Liam Delap from Manchester City for £20 million plus add-ons. Medical to be followed soon, revealed by a few different journalists. And £20 million. I actually woke up to read a report this morning that said Man City, since Pep Guardiola has been there, have made 500 million. They've made 500 million just off their academy alone. Just off their academy alone. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? How many years? How many years? I don't know, some of the deals might be brand envelope deals, right? Some of the deals might be brand envelope deals. But even if we say 25% of those deals were brand envelope deals, right? That still leaves you with about 350 million that you've made, right? How long's Pep been at Man City for? How long has he been there for? He come in, 2016? So he's been at Man City, or 2017 even. His first season was the season when Conte won the league for Chelsea, 2017. Is that right? That's correct. I'm pretty sure that is correct, right? So he's literally been at Man City for 2 seasons longer than Edu has been at Arsenal for. Imagine that. Imagine that. And tell me what money Edu has generated Arsenal Football Club as a sporting director. Tell me. And you're telling me I shouldn't do Edu Gaspar daily. There should be no pressure on Edu, no? Come on, man. Come on, man. Now, listen, £500 million on the youth academy is what Man City have made since Pep Guardiola has been there. He's been there 2 years longer than Edu has been the sporting director, technical director at Arsenal Football Club. And Edu has made less than 100 mil. Less than 100 mil. That's on player sales. That's on player sales, like all player sales. We're talking about 500 million just off academy players. Ooh. Anyway. Cody Gakpo is a man on form. Spain win the tournament easily. I don't think England or Holland can bear them. Wax Mbappe missed that chance that he had. He was poor. Not just him, apart from Saliba, the rest were poor. He knew. Yeah, man. France were looking horrible, man. Looking horrible, man. Midfield's just you lose. If you lose the midfield battle, you lose the war. That's just how the game works, guys. We have to remember in football, if you lose the midfield battle, you ultimately lose the war. Okay. And in my opinion, France just, I mean, I don't know what's going on. Chouameni, I don't know what he's on. I don't know what Chouameni's on, but I just don't think he's at that level, man. I don't think he's at that level. 2016 summer is when Pep came to City. 2016 summer. Okay. Bro, you stressed for no reason. Edu ain't no sporting director. Yeah, but I'm not stressed for no reason. I'm stressed for Arsenal's sake. I'm stressed for our sake, like for the future of our football club. That's what I'm stressed for. Like, you know, what we've just established here is that Man City are nice. Man City future nice. They can sell, they can generate P through their academy. They can make money. We are not doing that. Players are leaving, not signing new contracts. We think just signing Ethan Nwaneri up to his first senior deal is something to literally dance and rave about, bro. We've been losing players, and these men have just been selling dons that are not even getting nowhere near their first team. You know, I know a bunch of Man City players. Why? Because I'm flipping a football manager fanatic. So when it comes to their youth academy, I know that they've got a bunch of sick young players. James McAtee, all of those dons that come through that academy, they've got sick players. But the great thing about Man City is that what they've done with their players, they've loaned their players out. You know, they haven't. What did they do? They didn't get Liam Delap. Let's lose Liam Delap, seeing as the guy on the screen. They didn't get Liam Delap, put him on the bench and say, you know what, you're going to be on the bench for 5 years, not going to give you no game time, not going to do anything for you, and then we're going to put a 50 million delusional price tag on your head at the end of it. That's what we're going to do. No, they didn't do that. They got Liam Delap out on multiple loans, to the point where if you go and look at the loan spells that Liam Delap had, he was actually one of the integral players in those loan spells. So what that does is increases your valuation. It gives you more data. When you've got more data to work with, as a seller and as a buyer, guess what? You then can increase the valuation of that player. That's how it works in a negotiation. Eddie and Nketiah and these men have got no data. I mean, Eddie's got a bit of data for Arsenal, but he ain't got no experience. He ain't gone out there and established himself and proved himself and said, I can do this and I can do that. He ain't done that. How many times has Xavi Simons had to do that? You know, because I see someone says, oh, whack, Xavi Simons was only decent in the thingy. I mean, in the games that I watch, remember, I haven't been invested in Euros, guys. I haven't been invested. I've been telling you this for the longest. But the Dutch games that I watched, I think Xavi Simons was on smoke. Anyhow, like all these players have actually gone out there and proved themselves. Tell me what ESR's done. Tell me what Eddie's done. Tell me what Reece has done. These are players that are touching 25 that have been on one loan spell in their whole entire career, bruv. But tell me what else they're doing outside of that. Nothing. They've just been sitting on the bench being bench warmers, getting 5 minutes here and there. And you think you can go and put astronomical figures on these guys' heads when it comes to the transfer market. Don't be naive. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. But Man City, different beast. They haven't left their players rotting on the bench, playing for the under 23s, not giving them a pathway. They're actually showing them, you know what? Don't worry, because at the end of the day, when you're putting these guys out on loan as well, you're making money, bro. I mean, Eddie probably don't make no money. Yeah, we put Lokonga out on loan to Luton, and Luton paid us nothing. All they've done was covered Lokonga's wages. But when you do these loans, these are the times where you can, you know, the moments where you can actually make money. And I know Man City are making money off Liam Delap and James McAtee and all those young players that come through their academy, bro. You know them way there, the ones that are out on loan as well at this moment in time. And then ultimately they sell their players for good money. Like look at Cole Palmer as an example, 40 million for Cole Palmer. And all we really had, or all we really saw of Cole Palmer was that screamer against Arsenal in the fucking Community Shield. Do you know what I mean? Scored a screamer in the Community Shield against Arsenal, still lost the game. And guess what? Based on that Community Shield screamer, they probably was able to increase his value by 5%. And they went, yeah, there you go, 40 mil, take it, leave it, bam. Pure profit for a player that has barely had any minutes for Man City. Barely had any minutes. Look how many minutes Eddie Nketiah has had. And he hasn't even proved himself. Hasn't even stepped up. Can't even score 10 goals in a season. Anyway. There's a difference in what's going on at both clubs as an example. And the people that are driving the negotiations for the academy players, which will include Edu, which will include Per Mertesacker, incompetent. I think Per Mertesacker needs to get sacked as well, you know. Sorry, mate. You ain't no legend at this football club, bruv. Yeah? You're the big friendly giant. You had some good moments at Arsenal. I appreciate that. You made Koscielny look better than he was. He was absolutely terrible. Yeah, I get that. But when it comes to this youth academy stuff, you ain't the guy. Since Mikel Arteta's been here, I remember when the first time Mikel Arteta walked into the academy, went and sat down with Per Mertesacker. Per Mertesacker in his long neck and his long head, sitting there looking like some dinosaur, trying to flip him, tell Mikel Arteta about the sick young players that he's got in his academy. Don't you remember that, guys? Yeah? Don't you remember that when Mikel Arteta first walked into the Emirates? Where are those academy players today, my guy? Where are those academy players? Tell me where those academy players are. How has Per Mertesacker not been able to get Mikel Arteta to bring an academy player in that team by now? Tell me that why there's not one Arsenal academy player other than Saka in that team right now. 5 years in, it doesn't make any sense to me, bro. It doesn't make any sense. To me, it looks like Per Mertesacker is just getting money, getting money, making it easy, releasing guys, not really caring about what's going on there, just doing a normal job like he would if he was working at fucking Sainsbury's, bruv. Yeah, just stacking his shelves, not asking no questions, and he's going home at the end of it. He's doing exactly the same thing at Arsenal, blood. There's no fucking ambition coming from Per Mertesacker because there would be young players in this team if there was, but there's none. There are none, and I don't even credit Per Mertesacker for having Saka in his team because you was a fucking apprentice when Saka got promoted. So where are you today, Per Mertesacker? Where the hell are you, my guy? Yeah, because you're another one, a big friendly giant that can get the fuck out of this football club. Serious stuff, mate. Get out of this football club. You and Edu both go, cuz. Yeah, I'd rather see them two go before I see Arteta go, blood. At least I can tell you Arteta's added value to the project. He's added some sort of value. Tell me what value Per Mertesacker's added. None. Tell me what value Edu has added. None. None. Yeah? These guys are sitting here getting hundreds of Ks a week. Contracts for themselves, living in big, massive mansions. And what, you can't deliver? Oh, this is the summer, ladies and gentlemen. This is the summer where these frauds have to deliver. We're also putting Mertesacker in there now. Yeah, Mertesacker. I expect you to be encouraging this team to promote some young players. Yeah, Ethan Maneri, let's see if he gets minutes. Let's see if he gets minutes next season. Yeah, Skelly, let's see if he gets minutes next season. I want to see these guys get minutes, bro. No excuses. No excuses, man. Per Mertesacker, the big friendly giant, this fucking fraud. No way. No way. No bloody way. No, man, they're robbing us. They're literally robbing us, guys. They're literally robbing us. Not doing anything for this football club. What are you doing? Clicking a few buttons on a computer all day. What are you doing? I don't understand. All right, you're on the training ground, probably training some guys, Per. But what other than that, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? I see Jack Wilshere out there on the training ground training Dons. Yeah, I see other What are you doing, bro? Anyway, man, that's what I'm telling you. Cronkes, come over here, bro. Invest in me, my guy. Bring me into some sort of fucking executive. Bring me into some sort of executive, mate. I'll get shit done. I'll tell you now, mate. Ruthless. Give me Edu money. Give me Edu money, bro. Give me Edu money. I'll go in there. You have no problems with communication, my friend. Yeah, no problem in negotiation skills, my friend. My CV when it comes to sales is crazy. So come talk to me, Cronkes. Come talk to me, blood. Ain't even a fucking joke. Yeah? Big up my guy Vegas Gunner in the building. Nothing but love and respect to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, all these ex-players running the show at Arsenal, all novices. Arteta the only one with upsides. Edu is a complete joke. People need to realize this. Facts. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. You know, not everyone might like the manager. Not everyone will like the manager. Not everyone will feel that type of way about the manager. And I'm not saying I do, but I can at least say this manager's added some sort of value. What the hell has Edu added? What type of value has Edu added? Nothing. Zilch. Zilch. In fact, he's in negotiations with teams now, getting rejected for 50k bids. 50k bids, you know. What the hell is Arsenal out here doing 50k bids and it's gospel? It's gospel, you know. It's like headlines. Headlines. They're the type of deals you just get done under the radar. Nobody needs to know about the 50k deal. If you want to sign Dan Bentley, get Dan Bentley done without any media coverage. You don't need the media up your ass trying to get a 50k deal done. Tell me about the £100 million deal or the £50 million deal or any links to those 50, 60 million pound deals because I ain't seeing any of them. In fact, what I'm seeing now is, you know, delays on Calafiori. Still no Calafiori deal done. What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me, bruv. 50k deals, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on over here. And then we're taking losses on the Conga. We're about to take a loss on Nuno Tavares. I mean, that was inevitable. But come on, man. That's just down to the incompetence, isn't it? At least you could have, you know, really put together a plan that would have allowed you to maybe get some more money out of these deals. But you're not. You ain't got no plan in place, Eddie. No plan. I can tell, man. I can tell, man. I work by a daily plan, bro. These men ain't got no plan. These men ain't got no clear plan. They don't know what's going on. Clear plan. Clear plan. It's outrageous, outrageous. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. So yeah, Man City doing their thing, man. Over 500 million, 500 million pounds made just off their academy since Guardiola's been there. I mean, that's incredible, mate. Incredible. Okay, what other non-Arsenal content do we have here? We got Man United discussing Johnny Evans' new contract. I don't know why. That's crazy. Southampton have agreed a deal to sign AZ. Have a deal. Let me do that again. Southampton have agreed a deal with AZ to sign Sugawara. Sugawara will undergo a medical today, according to Fabrizio Romano. Don't know who Sugawara is. It looks like he's maybe Korean or something like that. Japanese, perhaps. Doesn't look like it's a Japanese name, in fact. What else we got going on over here? João Palhinha will sign his Bayern Munich contract today. The team's active. Oh, yeah, Bayern Munich, João Palhinha and Michael Olise. They've come over to the Premier League, took two Premier League players and said, yeah, get out of here. Oh, we took Harry Kane last season. We're coming over. We're taking more. We're taking more. Yeah, Bayern Munich still, like, Bayern Munich have got problems, but they're still out here actively making deals. Getting deals done. I heard that Bayern Munich need to sell players before they can buy players. They've actually signed 2 players before they've sold anyone. This is crazy. Victor Lindelof is expected to leave Manchester United this summer because of the lack of game time over the last 2 seasons, and that was inevitable. What else we got going on over here? Fulham are preparing to make an official offer of 20 million to Besiktas for Kilikzoy. Is it Kilikzoy, the Turkish guy? Samir Kilikzoy. I can't even know if I'm pronouncing that name right. Samir, I think his first name is Kilikzoy. I know you guys will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, teams active. Teams are active, man. But we got breaking news. The breaking news for us is Wolves have immediately. Let's move on to this. Fuck it. Wolves have immediately rejected Arsenal's opening bid for Dan Bentley. Yay, Mr. Bentley. Come on, Mr. Bentley. The offer was well below their valuation. Well below. Guess what they offered, guys? Guess what Eddie went in there and offered? 50K. 50K, guys. Yep. Eddie got rejected. First bid rejected of the summer. Or is this the first bid of the summer rejected? I think we had a 30 Kadioglu bid rejected a little while ago, didn't we? Haven't been back in for the Kadioglu since then. So I don't know. But this is the second bid of the summer rejected by Wolves, ladies and gentlemen. 50K. 50K bid rejected. This is hilarious. Oh, we are dealing with some infants. This is a 30-year-old player, you know. 30-year-old Don. We're signing him because we want him to be our plan C. Not even plan B. This is our plan C. So who's our plan B then? Cole Hain. Oh, this doesn't make any sense, guys. No sense whatsoever. I've never seen this type of window from Arsenal in my life, whereby like the media are really out here doing breaking news for a 50K bid on some 30-year-old player that nobody even knows. Oh, 50K is an insult. Remember what they actually said before Eddie launched the bid. Remember what the reports told us Wolves wanted. They wanted enough money so they can actually buy a significant replacement. Tell me what they're getting with 50K. They're just about to get themselves a Rolex watch with 50K, my guys. Come on, man. Eddie probably went in there with 50K, but was really going to put on the balance sheet that he went in there with 300K. Ain't you, Eddie? Brown envelope gang. Brown envelope gang. Is that what you're going to do, Eddie? Gave him 50K, he was going to put 30K on the balance sheet. Was you going to do that, mate? I'm only joking. I hope our streams are landing on Edu's desktop. We need them to land on Edu's desktop. Like this little ping. Wax is live. Please, Edu, man, come and check us out, boy. Someone needs to check us out because you need pressure. I don't think anyone's putting any pressure on you at Arsenal right now. You know, you heard Premier League expectation 2027. You were like, yeah, we're cool. We can put 50K down for Dan Bentley. We've got time. We've got time. Listen, we've got like less than 2 weeks until we fly to Dubai, until we go to the US. When's our game? It's the 17th, isn't it? Or the 21st? The 21st. Bro, the 21st is looking like 11 days. 11 days until we actually start pre-season, ladies and gentlemen, and we don't even have Calafiori over the line yet. Please. Edu was going to take it out of the re-up money. He was. You see, Edu is on some, he's on a crazy thing, boy. He's on a crazy thing. Big up Bruno Mateta, man. They don't want enough money to buy a drink at the bar. Or they want enough money to buy the drink at the bar. I don't know what these men are doing. This window is a disgraceful so far. No ins, no outs. It's July the 10th. And again, the excuse is always going to be Euros. Always going to be Euros. It's so funny, guys. Let me just show you this, and let me just prove to you that Arsenal have no clear plan. You know why I'm going to prove to you that Arsenal have no clear plan? Because if you look at over the past 3 weeks or 4 weeks, at every single player that Arsenal have been linked with, all of the media have been telling us that those players have been linked through Arsenal through scouting at the Euros. Scouting at the Euros. Every single player that we have nearly been speaking about have been scouted through the Euros, okay? So basically what we've done is we've waited to the Euros. That's been our time. We've told each other, yeah, what we're going to do, Arteta, is we're going to wait to the Euros. We'll scout the Euros, see what's going on there, and then we'll make our final decisions. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I never agreed upon that. They've gone to the Euros, and every single player that we've been linked with over the past 3 to 4 weeks have all been Euro players. What about the teams that weren't at the Euros? You know, like Victor Gyökeres, he's not at the Euros, is he? He weren't at the Euros. Sweden wasn't at the Euros, was they? Or of course they weren't. Like, what about come on, you see, like, they're bullshitting us, bro. They're bullshitting us. And then they're going to come out and give us the politician answers. Oh, so why didn't you get the players that you wanted to get done? Or why did it take so long? Or what happened? And, you know, Mikel Arteta is going to sit there and say, oh, we tried, but the market didn't allow us to do what we wanted to do. Like, you know, like all that type of shit. That's what they're going to tell us, bro. That's what they're going to tell us. You know, teams are out here getting active. Man United are on the verge of signing that 3-4 guys that are going to significantly improve their starting 11. And we're out here, we haven't even signed one yet. Like, come on, guys. They're going to come out and give us politician answers and politician responses and tell us, oh, but the market didn't allow us to do what we wanted to do. You know, the market was a bit tricky. The market was a bit tricky. I'm telling you, they're going to finesse us. You think they got... Come on, man. I've been sitting there doing Arsenal transfers for the past 4 years now, man. I've been reading these news reports nearly every single day for the past 4 years, trying to understand how the thinking of Arsenal, how Arsenal operate. And then you've got the 20 plus years prior to that, when you wasn't even as invested into all of this stuff as you are now, but you still were invested. Do you understand what I mean? So you've got those years. Because even before I was doing content creation, ladies and gentlemen, religiously, where's my brother if he's in the chat? He can vouch for this. We used to run to the shop daily. Daily, I was at the shop, getting the Sun, getting a Daily Mirror, getting the news of the world, getting every single newspaper, just so I can thoroughly go through all of that football news. Do you think I care about anything else that was in that paper? Never. Never, never, never. Straight to the back page. I'm running through everything. And bro, it's not even like I had a social circle whereby we were talking about transfers at the time. It was just something that I was invested in. I loved my football club, and I always wanted to know how active we've been. So this is something I've been religiously doing for decades. And now I can tell you, based on my experience of this shit, especially now I've even been more invested as a content creator, Arsenal are moving like some joke team, bro. We're moving like the same jokes that we've always been, even when we had those financial constraints. We had financial constraints, we were limited, we were restricted, we couldn't actually spend money due to the conflict that was happening at the football club. But what people don't understand now is the problem for Arsenal isn't that there's conflict. The problem for Arsenal isn't that the owners don't want to put money in, or the owners are not trying to do. No, the problem at Arsenal is that the people that have been driving this actual financial project, which is what I've been trying to explain to you over the past couple of months, they have made bad decisions, bad financial decisions, which now has led to them being in a financial debt for this project. And if you want to get yourself out of this debt, my friend, you're going to have to sell some players, or at least win me some trophies. And we're not doing either of those. So what does that do for you, ladies and gentlemen? It leaves you in a big hole, a hole that you have to try and climb out of, right? And at this moment in time, 10th of July, 2024, Arsenal find themselves in a hole that they can't get themselves out of because they've got Edu calling shots and he doesn't actually know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. I actually think Edu was probably a bit more competent when he had Richard Garlick as his right-hand man, as his right wing. You know, right now, I don't even think he's got Richard Garlick. It's even more strain on Edu's neck. Richard Garlick's more focused on the commercial side of things. Now he's the CEO. He hasn't got time to sit there and babysit Edu. You know, then way there. He hasn't got time to sit there and babysit Edu. Bro, this is not looking good, mate. This is not looking good. Vegas, big you up again, my guy. He says, Wax, notice most of the players being bought and sold are on low or decent wages. Clubs want Kivior and ESR because of their lower wages. Absolutely, man. You know, we've got players on small wages, and clubs are clearly going to target those players. But you know, does that really do anything for the balance sheet, especially if you're not getting a good return on investment for the sale of the player? You know, you can look at ESR and Eddie and see them as straight profit, right? See them as straight profit, but not for this project. They're not straight profit anymore for this project, because this project has done over $1 billion. So they were only been straight project. They would have only been straight profit for this Arsenal project, for Arsenal in general, is that if the project was actually, you know, not in the amount of debt that it's in, but it's in crazy amounts of debt. And people won't look at it from that perspective. They won't understand it from that perspective, but you do need to. And that's the reason why Arsenal are moving the way they are. Kroenke is not a stupid guy. Remember, we're dealing with proper business owners. You know, Stan Kroenke didn't become a billionaire for no reason, bro. He didn't become a billionaire. It's not even like he inherited that money. You know, go and listen to the Stan Kroenke story, okay? If you really care about Arsenal and you really care about the owner, go and listen to the Stan Kroenke documentary about how he made his billions. My man was working from the age of 7, doing his thing out there. Family come from a decent middle-class family home, but they wasn't billionaires, bro. They wasn't billionaires. Trust me. This guy worked hard for his cash. So when it comes to these type of decisions, these guys are going to scrutinize these decisions differently. And based on the amount of money that Arsenal have been spending on this project, I'm telling you now, Edu has got a lot of pressure, and it should be anyway. I can only make the assumption that there is, based on how I'm looking at this. And if I'm looking at it the way I'm looking at it, then I assure you the owners are definitely looking at it from the same lens, down the same microscope, same lens, all of that. The last time Arsenal turned over a year-end profit was when Wenger was the manager. There we go. Big up Darth Vader. Accountant by trade as well, so he's dealing with numbers on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? We're looking at these numbers all the time, man. We're looking at these numbers all the time, and it's facts. If you go and look at the money, the last time Arsenal made a profit in a season, a yearly profit in a season, was when Arsene Wenger was the manager. And it's crazy. And Arsene Wenger, I'm pretty sure Arsene Wenger done that in his last season. Arsene Wenger actually sold £160 million worth of players in his last season at Arsenal. £160 million worth of players, and in that season he only spent about £100 million on players. So he gave Arsenal a £60 million profit just on player sales. Arsene Wenger. And we've got Edu here 5-6 years in, and he hasn't even delivered us £70 million. There's no one clocking this. There's no one understanding this. We need Edu out, man. I swear to you, man. I need Edu out. Please, Stan, someone. You know, let's manifest this. We need Edu out. We need you out, Edu. I swear to you. I don't even care if you pull out a big signing this summer. Like I said a couple of weeks ago and a few days ago, that I want to give Edu his flowers. No, did he? I want to give him some flowers. But when I put everything into perspective and you start really looking at everything there is to look at, nah, Edu doesn't deserve flowers, blood. He doesn't deserve none. He definitely doesn't deserve none, even if he pulls out a big signing this summer. He doesn't deserve none. He's been destroying our football club based on the incompetence that he has made as a sporting and technical director. It is not good. You know, we have to, you know what we have to do? We have to actually give credit to Arteta for making up for the incompetent decisions that he has actually made as a sporting director. Arteta has had to make up for that to a degree based on the data performance that he's produced on the pitch. He's had to make up for that. Because I'm telling you now, if Mikel Arteta wasn't getting results, if Mikel Arteta finished 4th or finished 5th or anything like that, these decisions that Edu are making will be looked at differently by everyone. I am telling you, bro. I am telling you. It's only because Mikel Arteta has got us swinging second, challenging Man City, doing well on that front, that people are turning a blind eye to the fucking decisions that Eddie was making at this football club. And per Mertesacker as well. Not with wax, mate. Not with wax. Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Not with me, my guy. You ain't getting away with it, bro. You're not getting away with it. Not getting away with it. Anyway, let's move on. Waffling, been waffling. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, man. Think about it. It literally makes you just want to go mad. It makes you want to go mad. But the passion and the love that we have for this football club, and Edu's here just ripping us off, taking us backwards. He doesn't even know it. He probably doesn't even know it. He thinks what he's doing is for the best interest of the football club. I'm telling you now, it's not, bro. It's not. You're killing us. You're killing us. All right, let's move. Let's move. Arsenal content. Where are we? What we got going on with Arsenal? So Eddie and Nketiah. We'll start with Nuno Tavares. I mean, this is again leading up to what Edu's been doing, or leading back, should I say, to what Edu's been doing. Arsenal have accepted Lazio's offer to sign Nuno Tavares on an initial loan with an obligation to buy. Fantastic. But how much? Oh, 7 to 8 million euros. It's not even pounds. So that works out to be about 4 million pounds. 4 million pounds we're selling Nuno Tavares for. Oh, okay, that's fine. And let me quickly do some research on this one for 1 second. Okay. Let's see if we've actually made an ROI whatsoever on Nuno Tavares. We'll quickly look at Nuno Tavares' loan spells, transfer history. We'll see how much money did we make any money off these loan spells to Marseille and these teams there, or did they finesse us as well? Transfer market value this guy at 15 million euros, by the way, to let you know that 15 million euros is what they value him at. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So what I can see here, we made no money off him when he went to Marseille. So Marseille was a free loan to Marseille. No money. We actually made about 800,000 off him for Nottingham Forest. So it says 1.5 million in euros. I can only assume that's about 700 to 800,000 pounds, right? So we've made less than $1 million on his loan to Nottingham Forest. And now we're going to sell him for about 4 million. Yeah, okay. Losses. We're taking losses, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking losses. This isn't looking good. I know it's facts, my guy. I know it's facts. Zeke said it's not waffle, it's facts. When I say waffle, it means I'm just going on for a bit too long. I don't mean I'm chatting shit. I just use that as a term to describe what we're doing over here. Do you know what I mean? Coffee gang, waffle gang. We're still speaking facts all day long, but we're just kind of using that word as a different. Like, we're giving it a different meaning. Back in the day, you used to say things. What did we used to say back in the day, man? That's changed. Like you would listen. Like what did we used to say? Oh, there's so many different words that you would say that was sick. Like all of these type of things. Like that's sick. Like you say, oh yeah, that's sick. That's a number one. If you said that to a normal person, oh yeah, that's sick. They're like, what? What's sick? What's wrong with it? Like, what's wrong? Like, what's poor? Is it poorly? Do you know what I mean? 1.5 million is closer to the 1.2 million wax. 1.5 million? What do you mean? 1.1 million euros. It works out about 800 grand, if that's what you're referring to. But anyway, Nuno Tavares, we're losing him. We want to lose him anyway. Can't wait to get rid of him. But we're losing him for a loss. Basically, that's what I'm thinking of, a loss. It's not looking good for Eddie right now, man. But at least we're getting players at the door. At least we're getting, spaces becoming available for new players to come in. That's the most important thing. But are we going to sign these new players? Let's move on to what's going on with Calafiori right now. So sources have informed HITC that Arsenal have reached the broad outline of the agreement. The broad outline. Oh my God. With Bologna over Riccardo Calafiori, with both clubs now looking to hammer out terms. Oh my God. And this is BS, man. These man are just literally, this is proper waffle. This is proper waffle. They have reached, oh man, what does it say? They have reached the broad outline of an agreement. Now they're going to hammer out the terms. Mikel Arteta believes Calafiori would be a perfect fit in this system at left back. And I would agree with that based on the eye test that I've done for this player and obviously understanding the system itself. But come on, guys. Come on, guys. Here we go. PR, new buzzwords. You know, like these guys are absolutely killing me. Absolutely killing me, man. Absolutely. Get the maple syrup. This is what I'm saying. We need to get some. You know what I'm going to start doing, guys? I swear to you. I told my partner, you know what? We need to go and get some waffles, blood. I'm gonna start eating potato waffles on stream in the mornings, yeah, for breakfast or for lunch, for brunch. Probably, yeah, not morning. Yeah, we can have a waffle in the morning with an egg on it and a bit of bacon, you know what I mean? A bit of flipping turkey bacon, you know, can't be haram and that. You know what I mean? Come on. And then in the evenings, we get proper waffles and you know what I mean? Put some toffee on there. Get a proper dessert. You know what I mean? Get a proper dessert. Actually, I've got a place around the corner for me. It's actually called Dessert. And they sell banging waffles in there with like banana and strawberries and chocolate and Nutella and all. Like, hey, what are you telling me? I might have to go and order one now. This early. Anyway, waffle gang, man. Come on. You know what I mean? Trust me, Edu is the leader of Waffle Gang. The leader. Anyway, man, this Calafiori deal, it's stumbling, it's stuck at this moment in time. We're still trying to iron out the details. Don't really know what we're doing, what type of what is it, you know, the broad outline of the agreement. What are they talking about? The broad outline. So I can only assume that this is like the actual financial number. Like this is the number. I will call 55 million and 55 million it is. 55 and 55 million it is euros or whatever. But now we need to kind of iron out how we're gonna pay that 55 million. Is that how they're hammering out the terms? I mean, if that is the case, then it means that we're really delayed with this shit, isn't it? Like, what have we been doing for the last 7 days? Because we've been talking about Calafiori to Arsenal done deal for at least 8 days now. At least 8 days. So I don't understand, man. I don't understand where the newspapers get their reports from and how fast Arsenal are actually traveling with these transfers. Because it seems like they're traveling less than 0.01 mile per hour. Like it's a mad thing. They're not even moving. They're not even moving. It's crazy. So hopefully we get some news on this over the next coming days, man. Calafiori to Arsenal. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. Big up Stacey in the building. Big up Khalid as well. DS Electronics. Static says there's only 39 likes on the video, man. That was like 2 minutes ago. Come on, guys. 39 likes. Over 100 people in there. We need more likes in the videos, man. I swear to you, on the new channel, Wax Unfiltered, I'm getting 1,000 likes in 1 hour. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Okay. It's never a joke, bro. We're getting 100 likes in like 10 minutes. And we can't even get 100 likes here in 48 minutes. We're on 39 likes. Bloody hell. This is... But obviously, I know the reason why. I was actually explaining it to the guys in the WhatsApp group, man. Anyone that's been on this channel for a very, very long time will know that Wax Online is under... yeah, it's a mad thing. It's under shackles, blood. It's got a shackle in it, key, and it's just stuck to the wall. Like you can't actually move off the wall. Man's in prison with this channel. Like this channel is fully in prison. It is fully in prison. You gotta, bro, pay your rent with the likes, blood. Big up Mr. Arsenal in the building. But love and respect to you. Glad to catch you live. Hope you are well. I'm very well, man. Good to see you here, man. It's under siege. That's what I'm saying, man. Steven Seagal settings in here, bro. Like man's got a fight for this. Man's just to get 1,000 views, blood. Just to get 1,000 views, man's like, man's doing like man's got a swing. And there's guys out here that they're sitting on 2,000 people watching them as they go live, and they've only got like 5,000 subscribers more than me. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, YouTube just put me in some mad jail when it comes to Wax Online, but Wax Unfiltered are free, boy. That is free. We're floating with the heavens right now. This Calafiori deal is starting to get on my nerves. We need to get this one over the line and get On to our next target. Exactly. Exactly, man. I feel like Calafiori is going to be the only marquee signing that we make, guys. It's going to be the only marquee signing that we make, and everyone else is going to be like, Dan Bentley and them dons, bit part players. We ain't trying to make it uncomfortable for Decky. We're not going to try and make it uncomfortable for Saka, or even try and make it uncomfortable for Kai Havertz. That's the worst one. That's the worst one. That we're actually probably not even going to go and buy a striker to make it uncomfortable for Kai Havertz. Like, Kai Havertz is going to walk in to the new season looking around saying, "Oh shit, I'm actually the main number 9, and there's no one here to take me off this pitch." Fine, cool. Thank you very much. Wax, what would be a decent window for you? A decent window for me would be getting another centre back done, a centre back that is on par with Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. I'm talking about a marquee centre back, a big guy, statement centre back. Go out there and get me Matthias de Ligt. Tell Matthias de Ligt, bro, we're trying to go for Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. So there's rotation. You're going to have to be a regular starter, mate. Squad player. Yeah, that's what you are, squad player. We rotate you, mate. Yeah. But we need those type of dons coming off the bench or on the bench, bro. That is not, we don't want to be looking at Dan Bentley and these guys. Who are these guys? What are they doing for our life? Imagine if David Raya does get injured, and then we've got to turn to Dan Bentley, and he's got a run like an Eddie Nketiah run, where Eddie Nketiah can't even score one goal in the run. One goal. You deploy him, giving him 90 minutes. But what Dan Bentley's doing is conceding. Easy goals. We're holding on to this 1-0 lead, and oh shit, Dan Bentley's done something so stupid. It's 1-1 in the 99th minute. The fuck? Come on, bro. We need top players, man. We need top players. And then moving on from the centre back position, I will then move on to a centre midfielder. I'll go and get a central midfielder in, a long-term partner for Declan Rice. Long-term partner. Now we can get a long-term partner for Declan Rice for peanuts. Bro, we've got Yusuf Fofana, 18 million pounds, 25 years old. Okay. We've got Manu Kone, 22 years old, 23, 18 million pounds, bro. Yeah. Don't tell me we can't go out there now and get a bad boy central midfielder, long-term partner for Declan Rice, and make things happen in the summer window. We can do that, but we're not. We're looking at Dan Bentley for 50k. For 50k. Headline news. Breaking news. Arsenal signing Dan Bentley. We can even look at Mikel Moreno. That, for me, Mikel Moreno would be last on the list. He would be at the bottom of the list. Bottom of the list. Yeah? Yusuf Fofana, various other players. I'll be going for them first. Then I'll be looking at a striker, and that striker has to be Victor Gyökeres. That has to be Victor Gyökeres. Now, look, and obviously we've, the left back position, Calafiori coming in, X, Y, and Z. But that spine is so integral. That spine is so integral, man. And if Arsenal don't identify that and sort that spine in this window, I think Arsenal don't win the league this season, which then leads to Arteta having to be sacked. We have to sort the spine out. It's cool bringing Calafiori in, and Calafiori can step in centrally if we need him to, but I would prefer to see him as a left back, and I've told you that, and Mikel Arteta even suggests the same thing. So I don't want to see Calafiori staying in that central area. Do I believe Kivior has it to step in? To a degree, yeah. Big pressure games, no, I don't think so. I think we lose or we draw, we throw away points in those games if we have to rely on Kivior being a central defender if Gabriel or William Saliba is injured. So on that basis, I want to get that that centre back to come in. We really need to solidify that position. Centre midfielder, again, we really need to solidify that position. What have I told you? The war. How do you win the war? The midfield battle wins you the war. If you win the midfield battle in a game, you win the war. You can have a solid defense. You can have great attackers. But if you don't have that midfield that can always control, that can dictate, that can literally make it happen, that can be aggressive, that can win all balls, that can just be those guys in the middle of the park. If you don't have that type of midfield, you lose. So guess what? We need to give Declan Rice that partner. He needs Yusuf Fofana, bro. That's what he needs. He needs someone of that ilk that can come in, solidify things, and give him support, bro. give him support. We can't rely on Jorginho and Thomas Partey if he stays. It doesn't make any sense. Not for the campaign that we are going through this season. Yeah, bearing in mind the Champions League give us an additional 2 games, and if we can't get into the top 8 in the Champions League group stages or in the group, then that means we're going to have to play an additional qualifiers game, which is a 9th game. So it doesn't that doesn't sit well with me, bro. I'm trying to get as far as we can in that competition, as well as win the Premier League, as well as win a domestic cup as well. So we need legs, bro. We need legs. I don't think Thomas Partey and Jorginho is giving you the legs for all of those games. 100% not. So yeah, big job on Arteta's hands, big job on Edu's hands, man. You know, and then obviously the striking position goes without saying. You know, some people might talk about the right winger. I'll say with the right winger position, not a necessity, because we've got Jesus. We've got players that can play on that right hand side. If we wanted to just put Trossard on that right hand side, we can put Trossard there. You know, we've got options there, in my opinion. You know, it might not be the best of options, but what gives us options there is if we sign that striker. If we don't sign the striker, then we don't have options there. Because right now you look at the team and say, well, Wax, we don't necessarily have options there unless you're counting Reece Nelson. But Reece Nelson's going. He's going. He doesn't even play anyway, so it's not even like he's an option. But we know the manager likes Jesus, and we do know Jesus probably played his best football for Man City at right wing. So it only makes sense to me, you know, logical sense that we play Jesus as the right winger, rotating with Saka. And I guess that won't make Saka feel some type of way. Do you know what I mean? You know, you don't want to, because I tell you right now, Arsenal don't want to make Saka feel uncomfortable whatsoever. Saka's phenomenal. Saka has been played extremely well in this Euros. We see it. He's stepped up. He's cementing that status, right? He's cementing it, and that's exactly what I want from my young G, right? But Arsenal don't want Saka to ever feel uncomfortable, ever feel awkward. So what they're never going to do, especially anytime soon anyway, is bring in a right winger that's qualified that can give Saka a run for his money. They're not going to do it. They need Saka to feel like the priority. They need Saka to feel like the star man. They don't need any type of pressure on Saka. You told Saka and you told Jesus that you guys are going to be rotating. Saka's going to be calm with that. He's already got the relationship with Jay. He's calm with that. But the moment you try and sign Nico Williams and bring him in, I think you have a problem. And therefore, I don't think Arsenal are going to be signing Nico Williams or looking at any wide player unless they are selling Trossard or Martinelli. So, yeah, you know, for me, man, you need to sign a striker, centre midfielder, centre back, and obviously a left back. I did tell you guys my predictions were, though. My predictions, for anyone that does remember, my predictions for this transfer window was a goalkeeper, and my predictions was what Arsenal were going to do. A goalkeeper, centre back, left back, CM. I think they're the 4 positions that Mikel Arteta and Arsenal are going to fill this summer. Do I want those positions filled? Some of them, of course. But we need that striker, man. We need that striker. It's so important, bro. So important that we get that striker. Let's see what Arsenal do. Will Arsenal pull a striker at the bag? Will it be someone better than Kai Havertz, though? Will it be someone better than Kai Havertz? Okay, let's move on. So, Marseille are exploring the possibility of signing Eddie Nketiah, the Arsenal striker. The Arsenal striker, like what? Are there multiple Eddie Nketiahs out here? The first positive exchanges have already taken place with the players' representatives. So, good news then. That's really good news. That's really good news. So, Eddie Nketiah's representatives have been in contact with Marseille. And it does look like Eddie Nketiah is trying to get a move away from Arsenal. How much money is it going to cost? I don't think Marseille are going to be paying anywhere close to 50 million. And like I told you, what Arsenal are going to end up doing with a lot of these players is just agreeing loan moves. That's what's going to happen here. They're going to agree a lot of loan moves for these players. And I think Eddie Nketiah is going to be another one because, for one, Marseille have signed about 3-4 players already. So they don't really have that much money in the key. And for two, you know, Eddie has improved himself. And I just don't think any team out here is going to be willing to put dumb money on the table for a player that has improved himself. So the best bet is for them to take the player on loan with an option to buy. Because if he does turn up, then I can buy him. If he doesn't turn up, then see you later. You're going back, my friend. And this is where we have a problem. This is where we have a problem. Because if Eddie can't do well, then we're pissed. We're going to be here next year trying to sell Eddie again. But then, how much are we going to actually get out of Marseille? How much are we going to get for Eddie? How much are we going to get out of Marseille for Eddie? Basically, I don't think it's going to be that much. We're looking at probably 18 million at a max. 18 million. You know, you probably even get less than that. They'll probably negotiate less than that for the loan. And I reckon you probably double up on what we're selling Nuno Tavares for. So Nuno Tavares is going for 7 million euros, which works out to be about 4 to 5 million pounds. So we're taking a loss on Nuno Tavares because we haven't made that money back. We haven't even broke even, especially if you take into account the amount of money we're paid for his wages. So we might just double up on that, which could lead to Eddie getting sold for about 14 million euros. 14 million euros, which works out to be about 11 to 12 million pounds. That's what's going to happen, guys. Remember, Wax told you first. Wax said it first. And look, I want to be proven wrong. I want Eddie to be sold for more money. You know, it would be sick for Eddie to be sold for more money. But if you're talking about Marseille, no. They're looking at cheap players. They're looking at freebies, man. They're looking at good players. They're looking at players that are going to be good enough, of course, but they don't have the astronomical money over there. They don't have that money. You know, their budget for the season was probably about 40 mil, 50 mil max, and they've probably done most of that. Italian defenders don't leave their leagues unless it's for the Italian gaffer. Well, I mean, it does look like Calafiori is going to be leaving. Get Tarek Mitchell in rather than Calamori. Calamori, you know. Calamori. Who is that then? Who's Calamori? What is that? Is that a food or something? Calamori. Bloody hell. If we loan Eddie out, don't see any team paying all these wages. So we loan him and still paying towards his wages. So loan doesn't make any sense. If they, you know what will happen, right? If they pay all these wages, then it means that the loan fee that they would potentially pay decreases. So we don't get as much money for him. We don't get as much money for him. You know what I mean? Don't get as much money for him. Okay. Release. This is actually distracting me. Let me take this off the screen. Okay, let me skip back to this. So yeah, man, this is interesting. Eddie Nketiah to Marseille. Is it going to happen? Roberto De Zerbi is obviously familiar with him, and they're probably looking at him. I don't know if there's any truth to the agents in conversations, but it's been said that the representatives of the player have been in conversation with Marseille. So we could see some real activity with this one over the next coming days. Let's see what happens. We've also got Mikel Moreno is on the list at Barcelona for sure. Arsenal have also been tracking him as he is considered a good market opportunity with 1 year left of his contract. While Mikel Arteta also follows Real Sociedad regularly. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we've been linked with Mikel Moreno for a couple of days now. So let's see what happens. Is he a player? I've got a feeling that we will sign Mikel Moreno. I don't know why. But I just have that feeling. Mikel Arteta is trying to find himself a Rodri. He's trying to find himself a Rodri, and Mikel Moreno definitely has similar qualities there. West Ham have increasingly, sorry. West Ham increasingly more interested in Reece Nelson. Player more open to the move than before. I mean, was he more open? Just get the fuck out of the club, bro. We ain't got no choice. This done ain't got no choice, bro. More open to the move. We should have been open to the move 4 months ago, guys. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Get out of here, bro. Like, open to the move. Just get the hell out. These dons. Open to the move more than he was before. What do you mean? You guys should have been open to the move last year, cuz you've never had a future at Arsenal Football Club. That's the true facts. Like, I don't know why man got gas when he signed his 100k contract, which included the 5 million signing on fee. He actually thought he was going to have a future at the club. We tried to protect his value and bumped ourselves. Like, imagine that. Imagine that. We tried to protect this guy's value and we bumped ourselves. You know, we gave him 5 million signing on fee, 5 million and 100K a week, 400K a month. We gave this guy. You do the maths, it just doesn't add up. Especially if you then sell the guy for 10 million this summer. You sold the guy for 10 million, doesn't make no sense. And I'm not talking about the 10 million. I'm talking about, because I think he's worth about 10 million. I'm talking about the contract that he was given, 100K plus 5 million. We're just giving out money like that. The only way that would have made sense is if Arsenal have had some clause in the contract whereby he doesn't get no percentage of any sell-on fee, because players can get sell-on fee percentages, isn't it? And players are not stupid. I think players are putting percentage fee sell-ons in their contracts, bro, because the market's going crazy. Like if I was an agent and I had a player and I was, and I was getting that player into a club, every single player that I would get into a club, I would ensure that there was a sell-on fee for that player. I'm taking the percentage of that sell-on fee as an agent, bear that in mind. But I would always get a sell-on fee because the financial market's going crazy. So eventually, if my player is that guy, and as an agent, I'll only be representing those type of guys, unless I need to kind of balance my books as a company. I just need to kind of represent anyone. And that's what happens. You get desperate, you need to balance the books, can't pay your staff, can't pay yourself no wages. I've got to represent anyone. Who can I get? I can take 20% off. But when you get to that level and you're turning over astronomical money for the players, for player sales, bro, those sell-on fees are gonna pile up, bro. You're gonna get crazy amounts of dough. Imagine getting like a 15% sell-on fee as a player for 100 million sell that your club just made. Come on, man. It's crazy. That's just 15%. That is literally just 15%. So like 10% is 10 mil, bro. 10% of 100 million is 10 mil. So if I've got a 10% sell-on fee as a player in my contract and Arsenal sell me for 100 million, they've got to pay me 10 million instantly. That's crazy. So that 5 million, what I'm basically getting at here is the 5 million that Arsenal could have given Reece Nelson could have been given because they were trying to negotiate for that. So he said, instead of us doing that, because we thought we're going to make more money off of you, instead of us giving you that, what we'll do is we'll just give you 5 million now, and then we won't give you a sell-on fee, because we believe that if we sell you, we're probably going to get more money than this 5 million that we're going to give you now. That's the thinking behind it. But clearly, they're not going to do that because Edu's incompetent, all right? And if you know anything about business, then you'll know that Edu's project is in debt. Okay. And it's in debt because of decisions like this. You could have never have looked at Reece Nelson as an asset that's going to generate you more than 20 million. Never. So giving him 5 million as a signing on fee made no sense. No sense. No sense. No sense, mate. So I don't know what these men are doing. Knowing our luck, Arteta will try and get Morata, lastminute.com, and get rejected. Oh, man, I would hate that. Morata. Listen, if you're talking about brown envelope players, Morata is one of the biggest brown envelope players on the planet. His agent and the clubs that he's gone to, bearing in mind Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Real Madrid, yeah, brown envelope clubs. Okay, brown envelope clubs. Morata was literally just a scam, bro. I tell you, I can't believe that they must have no strikers in Spain. No strikers for them to actually deploy Morata in the national team. They have no strikers. I was actually sitting in a WhatsApp group the other day. That's one of the areas that Spain needs to really focus on, is their striker market. They need to improve on their strikers immediately. How the hell are you going out with Morata to a Euros competition? It's really bad business. Actually ridiculous. Exactly. You know, when I just put things on the table and put it into perspective for man, even if you break it down in layman's terms for the people that can't really get the, bro, it's like, bro, really? Is that how they're doing it? Is that what's going on? It's crazy. Morata will bang on the bench at Arsenal, Wax. He'll bang on the bench. I mean, I know you never know. Would you be happy with Morata being the super sub? Like, would you be happy with Kai Havertz as your number 9 and Morata being the super sub? Morata will probably do better than Kai Havertz. You know, you've got a point. I mean, in those goal scoring moments, he probably bagged more goals than Kai Havertz. Definitely, Kai Havertz just doesn't have no tech, no shot. I don't know, man. Oh, bro, when I see Kai Havertz even aim, even attempts to pull the trigger, I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen here? Like, oh no, it's like flipping, hide behind your seat. Don't know what's gonna happen here. His shot is just so wayward, bruv. He's got no techers in his shot, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to describe to use to describe this, because it's like, how can you be an attacking midfielder? How can you be in the attacking final third more time than anything, but you can't shoot, bruv? You can't shoot. I swear to you, I don't really know attacking midfielders that can't shoot. That most attacking midfielders have real tech in their shot. Even if they don't have a hard shot, they can't, you know what I mean? They can't really get their foot behind it in terms of power. They've got tech. They can float, they can glide, they can make balls, no diddy, go into different, just like, you know what I mean? I don't know what Kai Havertz is on, bro. I just bro, it's like watching noodle legs. It's so true. It's so true, bro. It's like watching Aliens. Who watches Aliens? I look at that shit. I look at conspiracy shit. Yeah, and looking at these conspiracy alien videos, there was like an alien one that I was looking at the other day where the alien was just dangling. It was walking like it was a puppet. You know, like a puppet. Like it just had, I don't know, it had no flipping muscles and bones in its leg. It was just, I don't know. That's how Kai Havertz. That's what Kai Havertz reminds me of, blood. The guy's just got no muscle, no bones in his leg. He's like a puppet, just walking on, just like he's got Mikel Arteta there doing that to him on the sidelines, and he's just Kai. Oh man, like Kai, you know, Mars Attack. I know. Listen, go and watch all those movies, bro. Them movies are real, cuz. Don't get it twisted. Them man didn't go to sleep, wake up and say, "Oh yes, I'm gonna make Mars Attack." No. But you had to be influenced by something in order to create those movies, bro. Like even Star Wars and all of that, man. Let's not even get conspiracy on here, but all right, we got some new content dropping anyway, man. I got a busy afternoon with a lot of content that I'm going to be creating for you guys for the Wax Unfiltered channel. I'm so gassed, man. So gassed, but the way that channel is moving right now, it makes me want to go full time on there. I tell you. So if it continues, I swear it will continue. But if it continues, I was going to say, you're gonna see so much content dropping on that channel, bro. Wax, you're funny, bro. I big you up, man. Big you up. Laurie Boy is coming for you, Wax, bro. Laurie's always coming for me, man. No, did he? Like, this guy is always trying it. He's like, Laurie's changed over the past couple of months. I have to be honest. You know what it is? It's PTSD. You know, like, you don't know if man's gonna get onto you or not. You don't know if man's gonna get onto you for your takes or not. So he's PTSD is literally kicking in straight away. He's gonna attack you before he feels like you attack him. And I don't even attack him. If anything, I kind of support Laurie in the WhatsApp group because there are a few dons that have attacked him. In fact, there's probably about 4 or 5 men that have been removed from the group because of their beef with Laurie. You know what I mean? So Laurie can't say that we don't ride for him over here. Yeah, because there's dons no longer in the group that are no longer in there because of your ass. Yeah. Okay. All right. But Laurie's mad. Over the past couple of months, this guy has changed, man. I appreciate you guys, though, in the WhatsApp group, man. We've got over 100 people in the group. It kicks off all the time. I want to open it for more people to get involved, but I feel like the community we've built over there at this moment in time is just so close, so tight. I don't want to bring anyone else in at this moment in time, man. Everyone's raw and they're genuine. Do you know what I mean? So eventually we'll get more faces in the group. And what I'll try and do over this summer period, I was talking to my brother about it a little while ago, is maybe opening up some other platform for everyone to get involved in, maybe a Telegram or maybe a Discord or something. We've got a Discord, but didn't really use it. We started using that about a couple of years ago. Darth Vader was running that for, man, but I wasn't logging into Discord. Like Discord is not like, you know, like I'm every minute on WhatsApp, I'm every minute in my emails, I'm every minute on Twitter, or every minute on Instagram. I just wasn't like that with Discord, so I was missing out on millions of things. Well, not millions, but I was missing out on a lot of gossip in there, to the point where it literally become sour and no one used it anymore. I'm glad Tavares is going to Lazio. We just accepted the bids. Absolutely. Keep doing both. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Big up my guy, Guna. Lipsing up dogs and that. That's what I'm saying. It's good to see Nuno Tavares gone, man. Reece Nelson could be following these footsteps, ladies and gentlemen. As we can see here, West Ham are interested, and now he is open to joining them more than he was before. Surprisingly, like he ever thought he had a future at the club. Clearly, when he got that $5 million signing on fee, he truly thought that he was going to be a star player at the football club. that no clear path that no clear pathway shit is literally slapping a lot of people in the face right now, isn't it? Because there is no real clear pathway for any of these academy players, man, including the ones that have already come into the senior team. That's crazy. Anyway, who else we got to talk about before we wrap this up? We've been waffling for quite some time now, and like I said, I've got a lot of content to create this afternoon. A journalist asked Nico Williams on a possible move to Arsenal. Nico Williams says, everything about us has been Athletic Bilbao since childhood, but we enjoy watching Arsenal play in the Premier League because they played some good football. It wouldn't be a surprise if I'm in a red and kit playing for Arsenal. And he laughs. Oh wow, I didn't even see this. I actually didn't even see this. That's very interesting. So Nico Williams actually implies after his game yesterday, I can just only assume this was, that he could be seen in a red kit in the new season. Saying that though, Atletico Bilbao also have a red kit. They got red stripes, I believe. So he could literally just punch a man in the face, like bantering, man. just vibes in. But I'll be interested, man. Let's see if that happened. Nico Williams to Arsenal, could that still be on the cards? Maybe getting rid of Reece Nelson will encourage Arsenal to make that happen. I don't know. What else we got going on here? Sources close to the Kivior situation. No, read it wrong. Sources close to the Riccardo Calafiori situation have informed Court of Side that Jakub Kivior's name has come up in conversations between Arsenal and Bologna. Bologna have an interest in possibly signing Kivior in a separate deal. There are other reports that are coming out this morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting blocked up for whatever reason. I don't know why. But there are other reports coming out, ladies and gentlemen, to suggest that Arsenal do want to keep Kivior. They're not trying to sell him or force him out or anything like that. He's a new signing still. He's been in for about a year and a half. So Arsenal do want to keep him, and he probably will be a part of the central defenders next season. Again, we do need a big team, you know. Like we do need a big team, adequate quality to be there, available, playing, because we've got a lot of competitions, man, and we can't be going out in these early stages of domestic competitions. That's a real priority for us this season. Like that's something that we have to look at Mikel Arteta differently on. Like really and truly, like the domestic cup competitions is something that we have to really apply a lot of pressure. We have to. It's got like everything needs pressure, and it's pressure all season round, all year round. But with the way he's been throwing away these domestic cups, man, oh shit. It's going to be a mad thing if he continues to do that. I need to blow my nose, actually. I need to blow my nose. Guys, bear me for 1 second. I actually need to blow. Okay, we're back. We are back. We are back again. Where are we? Bats could never give up the Arsenal channel. Nah, man. Bro. No way. Max, if your second channel continues on its current trajectory and surpasses this one, will you stop doing Arsenal news? Nah, man. Nah, man. It just means we'll be monetized on both. Nah, man, I won't stop doing this, man. I've got a good community here, man. We're Arsenal fans, bro. I talk Arsenal every day. Even if I'm not on stream, bro, I'm talking Arsenal. I'm talking Arsenal to myself sometimes, guys. You see me sitting there thinking out loud sometimes. My girl comes and says, babe, what were you saying? And I'm like, no. I'm just thinking out loud. Like, literally, I'm just thinking out loud because I'm trying to really put some shit together when it comes to, like, bro, I tell you, Arsenal has got me thinking out loud. Edu Gaspar, reading stories on Edu. And I'm like, bro, this doesn't make any sense to me. And I will say that out loud, and my girl walk in and say, what did you say, babe? I'm like, yeah, I'm just telling myself this doesn't make any sense. Wax, I sub to the other Wax Unfiltered channel as well. It's flying. Oh, man, it's flying, boy. It's flying. Video from yesterday, over 130K views. Bro, that is crazy. That is crazy. It is crazy. It's doing well, man. I don't even want to jinx it. I just want it to keep doing what it's doing. That is the channel that's going to take us to 1 million subs. That is the channel. We will get to 1 million subs on that channel so quickly within a space of like 2 years, perhaps, if we can religiously bang it out. We religiously bang it out, like content every single day. We could easily get to 1 million subscribers in about 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I keep pushing the dates back, the years back. I would say about 3-4 years, we could definitely do 100 plus subscribers on that channel in about 12 months. In about 12 months. By Christmas, man, we could be on like 40K, like 50K by Christmas. I swear to you. But we're going to keep pushing anyway. Let's not get our hopes up. Let's just keep working hard. Everyone as a team, everyone as a collective. Because you all involved, guys. Remember, this is not just my content. This is our content. Our content. Remember, when I refer to talking about creating content and the people in the chat will always vouch for this as well, because I always say ours. This is our shit, man. We do this together. You know what I mean? We do this together. If it worked for you, I won't be sitting here. And if it wasn't for me, you won't be sitting there. So we do this together. You know what I mean? Foden, 39 caps, 4 goals, not good enough. England needs to stop trying to fit him in because City and Kane have been awful. Missed 2 big chances. And in our last game, Palmer and Gordon and Tony or Watkins deserve the run. Exactly. And it's good that you mentioned Tony there, because Tony and even Cole Palmer to a degree, it was the substitutes that changed the game for England. The substitutes, man. The guys that were deemed, not say they're not deemed good enough, but the guys that are deemed like benchmen, not as good as the Harry Kanes, not as good as the Phil Fodens. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. England said, I'm looking forward to that game, Oh, listen, I've got to bang out so much content before that game. I was telling my brother today, because obviously my brother's helping me with the new channel as well, isn't it? So we're proper putting things into plan and making it happen, bro. I'm telling you. Wax, you're very talented, man. Big you up, man. Thank you so much, my guy. Thank you so much. Used to be a music artist and all of that. You know what I mean? Used to be a songwriter and all of that. Not no more, mate. Not no more, man. All right, cool. So let's move on to the last topic of discussion. We're here waffling, getting all personal and that. Let's talk about the last topic of discussion. I believe we're going to be talking about Adeyemi. I ain't spoken about Adeyemi yet. Who else have I not spoken about? We've done Eddie. We've done Kivior. No, I don't think Kivior is going to be leaving. We've got to do. It does say here, Arsenal ready to sell Aaron Ramsdale as Mikel Arteta searches for another backup goalkeeper. We're asking for £15 million for Aaron Ramsdale, according to that latest report there. I mean, it's nothing new to us. We already knew that's what the case was. This is a report from yesterday, but in fact, there was another report that came out this morning. I'm going to find it, but this is the one I'm going to put on the screen just for now. So Arsenal are being linked with a move for Adeyemi. The main favourites for Adeyemi are Chelsea. Now, look, Chelsea are moving mad, bro. Let's be honest. Chelsea are moving big belly bowlyish, man. Every single day, I'm seeing new reports of Chelsea, new players of Chelsea, big belly bowly splashing more cash. It makes no sense, bro. How are they getting away with this anyway? Like, how are they getting away with spending so much money? There must be no problem. There must be no financial problem there at Chelsea. There must be no problem whatsoever. Everything that they've done over the Roman Abramovich years have alleviated any pressures on Todd Big Belly Bowley. They've alleviated any pressures because what's happened under Roman Abramovich is that the Chelsea project is gone into a next stratosphere, bro. You know, the project was bigger than Arsenal's. The project was big. It was bigger than Manchester United's, bro. Like the Chelsea project become the biggest in the Premier League until Man City come along. You know what I mean? So what has that project done for Big Belly Bowley? That project that Roman Abramovich run, even though there's a lot of dodgy dealings, even though there's investigations taking place because of Big Belly Bowley's own doing, he went and gave them the books and said, "Have a look at this, my friend," like an idiot. Anyway, the financial status of the football club, where they find themselves in, Big Belly Bowley has got so much leeway to splash big cash. And not only that, he's finding other loopholes, whether it's staggering payments over a contract period, whether it's doing whatever he's doing, giving them extended contract lengths, 8 years, 7 years, 6 years. I don't know what he's doing, but he's looking at other ways on how we can keep alleviating the pressure and not preventing the club from, spending that money. And that's what they're doing, bro. But this is what you call a plan. This is what you call, a real clear plan. I don't care if it doesn't work out. But Chelsea fans that are sitting there looking at what their football club are doing right now can get their cup of coffee, smile, and just be happy with what they're doing, because there's a plan, a clear plan, an action in that plan, and they're making it happen. What the hell is Arsenal doing? What clear plan do we have? What are we trying to action? There's a difference when it comes to these executives and these people that know what they're doing in comparison to what we've got going on here at Arsenal Football Club. These guys are more knowledgeable. They're just more knowledgeable on business. They're not even more like the maddest thing is, someone like Big Belly Bowley, right? Big Belly Bowley is definitely not more knowledgeable than Edu when it comes to this football market. He's not. But what Big Belly Bowley is more knowledgeable at is business. What Big Belly Bowley is more knowledgeable at and got more expertise and more experience in is negotiations and sales. Because he's been a business guy for donkeys. He's been dealing with billion digits. When you're dealing with so many digits, your numbers, your eyes are just like, I don't know what's going on here, bro. There's so many zeros. You think Edu's ever had to deal with those type of figures in his life? He was struggling. With that Declan Rice £100 million bid. Struggling. You know what? I gave him credit when he finally got it over the line. But bro, that was like an anchor weighing him down in the ocean. He was struggling. He's lucky an alien just dropped out the sky, come into the ocean, picked him out and saved him, and gave him a life jacket, took the anchor off him, and he was able to swim again, brother. I'm telling you, guys. The Big Belly Bowley and them lot, they're not drowning. They're not drowning. These are shrewd, ruthless businessmen that are getting a job done because they know how to put a plan in place and action the plan. They know how to negotiate. They've got the balls to go to a club and say, you know what, I want him and I'm taking him. Edu ain't got the balls to do that. What Edu's doing is he's going to clubs saying, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll give you money even though I don't need to give you money. You think Big Belly Bowley would have went to sign Marquinhos and said to Sao Paulo or whoever it was, oh, what, the player's contract runs out in 2 weeks, but don't worry, I'll give you 3 million today. Oh, I'll just give you 3 million. This man is stupid, bro. This man is stupid. And look at Marquinhos today. Look at Marquinhos today. Where is he? He's back over in Brazil. What was the point in that? If you really wanted an ROI on Marquinhos, then you wait 2 weeks and you get him for free. Why are you giving him 3 million? Oh, brown envelope gang. That was definitely a brown bag move. Come on, man. Brown baggish, mate. Big Belly Bowley could not even sign a check. Big up my guy Steve in the building. Oh, you know what? Listen, Steve. Sometimes we have to be non-biased. Like we have to just be real sometimes, Steve. We have to be real. I know Big Belly Bowley is the rival. I know Big Belly Bowley is, you know, the new owner at Chelsea, and I know what they're doing over there seems extremely incompetent, but it's not. It's not. In fact, what Big Belly Bowley is doing at Chelsea is extremely clever. He is being ruthless, and he's getting a job done. He's executing a plan. He's spending money. He's selling players. You know what I mean? But so let's not even hate on that. Take our Arsenal cap off for a minute and say, you know what? I want that type of activity taking place at my football club. You know, I want that type of activity taking place at my football club. All of these young players that Big Belly Bowley is signing as well. I'm telling you now, in like 2-3 years, they'll be worth astronomical fees. They won't be Eddie Nketiahs. They won't be Eddie Nketiahs and Reece Nelsons. I'll tell you that. They're not going to be them. I promise you. They've already proven that with Amari Hutchinson, okay? They took Amari Hutchinson off us, and within a space of 12 months, they sold him, or just over 12 months, they sold him for 22 million, okay? That's what real business guys do, okay? So we have to really, you know, come on, man. Imagine giving 3 million for Marquinhos to have good relations and then offering 50k for Bentley to Wolves. Laugh my ass off. Exactly. There you go. That's how you know these guys are just making up noise. They were making up noise, man. Making up noise. People don't know what's going on out here. Anyway, Adeyemi, man, Arsenal in the race. They're going to apparently battle it out for this player. I don't think that's the case. I think if Chelsea are preparing a bid, Chelsea are going to win the race. They will get their player. You know, Chelsea rarely don't get their player. They get their player. Whether their player is good enough or not, it remains to be seen, and that's a different story. But we're talking about a team that's active. We're talking about a team that are trying to execute a plan and get a player done. You know, they look at a player that identify him, they say, yep, he's the one, and bam, they get it done. We identify a player, say, yep, he's the one, and then we're haggling for about 4 months to you know, for what reason, I don't know, for someone else to come in and hijack it. You know what I mean? Someone else just comes in and hijacks it. It's bizarre, absolutely bizarre. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up, man. I'm literally waffling along too long. This is an hour and a half I've given you today on this live stream, and I appreciate every single one of you. But literally, I've got more work to do. Obviously, my partner's next door. She's got things that she needs to do as well. I can't keep her locked out of this room for too long, mate. Come on. So, guys, hit the like button, subscribe on to the channel if we are new. Turn the notification bells on. All of that. Much appreciate every single one of you. Let me read 3 more comments before I go. Quick 3 comments. And we got my guy Ace12 in the building as well. Nothing but love and respect to you. He says we can't say anything about Chelsea when Edu's bidding 50k. Exactly, bro. Who is getting Mayfair and Oxford Street? That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is Edu's signing Whitechapel. That's Edu. You know the first brown ones? Like, they're local to me, actually. Whitechapel's literally 5-minute in the car journey for me. But they're like 60 quid on Monopoly. You go around to Mayfair. Mayfair's like 3 bills. You know what I mean? Like, that's Big Belly Bowley. Bowley's going to get the 3 bills one, and Edu's sitting here looking at Whitechapel and looking at Pentonville Street and them little blue ones at the other ends. Come on, man. Houston and that. You know, I mean, Houston's actually a decent area in London, but not on Monopoly, bruv. Not on Monopoly. Anyway, make sure we are hitting it. Big up my guy, Mr. Arsenal in the building. Nothing but love and respect to you. Ashley says Chelsea sell well. They sell youngsters 10, 20 million every time. And it's not only Chelsea, actually. It's also Manchester City, who we have established in this stream. They've made £500 million just off their youth academy since Pep Guardiola has been there. That is incredible. Just to put that into perspective, Edu has been at Arsenal for 2.5 years less than Pep Guardiola. Okay? So that puts it into perspective for you. You know, no way there. Big up my guy Moose says, hello, Wax. Would like to keep Kivior, needs squad players, and he's not that of a bad player. I agree. I agree with that. I do agree with that. I do want better than Kivior, but I wouldn't say he's a bad player. Old Kent Road and Whitechapel. It's so mad because I don't know why they're next to each other. Whitechapel is in East London. Old Kent Road is in South London, bruv. You know what I mean? It's in South London. I actually thought they meant because they're local to each other, we're going to put them next to each other. But when you think about it, because like Mayfair and what's the other, Park Lane and Mayfair are around the corner, not too far away from each other in real time. Same with like Regent Street, Oxford Street, all those Piccadilly Circus, they're all next to each other. Like, why the hell have you got Old Kent Road and Whitechapel next to each other? Like, they're anywhere near each other, bruv. They're on. It's like, I don't know why they've done that. They try to fit it in it, I guess. Dalston, yeah, that's literally what Whitechapel is. It's just another Dalston. It's Whitechapel is the Bengali version of Dalston. and Dalston is Jamaican Caribbean area. It's like the same type of area, but it's just literally rundown shithole. That's what it is, bruv. Let's be real. It's a rundown shithole. Yeah. Anyway, big up all the real ones in the building, man. Big up big up the whole gang. Big up Trap Star as well. Big up Andrew. Big up Ace 12. Big up everyone. Big up everyone. I'm gonna wrap this, man. It's been a pleasure. And make sure you subscribe to the Wax Unfiltered channel. It is cooking over there. More content arriving very, very soon. Like probably later on this evening. So make sure you check that out. And yeah, guys, I look forward to seeing you lot on the next one. Peace, peace, peace.